Shalom. Kalala Yemla, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem Kudash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to the Akim pushing this word in sincerity and in truth. Today's sorry, okay. To the men, women, and children that call upon the name of Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, believe in doctrine and waiting for deliverance. Shalom to you as well. This is Kazak from GMS Jamaica, and out here with another quick lesson. Hopefully it is edifying to you, listening and watching. Now, as we can all clearly see, in the news, we basically in beautiful times, beautiful prophetic times. We see the things that take place between the U.S., Iran, and Israel. And we see we see the we see the response. Just recently, we see an article from the Guardian where basically I say UK, Germany, and France, they must show some type of readiness to also put their hand on Iran, if needs be. And yes, this is a beautiful thing, because according to the scriptures, these same nations, these same countries who are basically showing allegiance to America, and seem like them done with what America is doing right now. Them same one are gonna become the enemies of America at the end, and eventually burn America, send missiles upon America along with even America's enemies. But the main point of this lesson is that yes, this is very beautiful, right? Again, as I say, in terms of prophecy, because we are see the moves are get made for this war of Armageddon kickoff. However, there's still the most important prophecy will ever take place, which is the MOTB, right? The mark. That mark. So okay, me just have a seat. Yeah, so that mark have to basically come true. You see me? So right now what we are see, this is nothing. This is just the warm up, right? According to the scriptures. No, this is Matthew 24 and verse 6, and it says, "Ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet." So we in at the time of the things that supposed to happen, right? These skirmishes, these events have to take place, but the end is not yet. I would know that the true war of Armageddon will be the final judgment, the last judgment. You see me? And with that final judgment, that gonna lead into the kingdom, right? Now, everything I forget done before that judgment come. As I said before, and as we always point out that the MOTB have to come to pass. The time of Jacob's trouble, the time of the hour of temptation, these things have to come to pass. You see me? But right now, we're in at the beginning of sorrows, according to the scriptures. Continuing in Matthew 6, it says, "For nation shall rise against nation," as we clearly see, "and kingdom against kingdom." We clearly see that as well. As a matter of fact, we have what? The Edomite kingdom against the Persian kingdom, so to speak. Even though those Salakia, even though these nations are no longer referred to as, those past kingdoms, Romans and Persians and whatever, you know, naturally, that's who them truly are. That's how they were from the beginning. I mean, these Iranians were, you know, basically coming from the Persians, see, and um, you know, the Edomite race, were previously the Roman Empire. They previously run the Roman Empire. You see me? So, that's just to give us a little historical feedback. It says, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. So, what you look for now? I mean, seeing that the conflict will take place between Iran, America, Israel, and so on. This are gonna lead into a lot of economical strains, and economical strains are gonna lead into things like famine, pestilence. Seeing we already have natural disasters, them like earthquakes. Even recently, I believe it was yesterday. Yeah, yesterday morning. You know, felt a little quake. Some places, some people felt it a little harder than some. What I mean, for me, it was just a small jolt, less than a second. You know, but these are the things to look out for. And as it concerns famine, as it pertains to famine, Jamaica is in a state where a famine, it is really inevitable. What I mean? But brothers, we keep on going into the state of Jamaica's economy, and the fact that majority of the food that circulates Jamaica is not made in Jamaica, it is imported. You see me? All the while I look upon it and I say, oh look, there's so much farmlands available, but the government is not supporting farming, right? The government is not pushing farming, right? Self-sustainability, right? And one of the reasons for that is really and truly them can't push that, them can't promote that, because the powers that be don't allow it, right? And by powers that be, you wanna speak about Andrew Holness or any member of parliament or any prime minister or whoever, the true powers that be, the true powers that run this kingdom, will run and control the society, right? And that's the Edomite race. Seen from World Bank, the IMF, all of these so-called lending institutions, them are the ones that control these countries, right? Them control your money supply, them control your central bank. Seen, in other words, just to put it plain and straight, what I mean, these small hats, right? The gutter rats, seen, the shoes, right? Them are the ones that will control the society. Them are the ones that um they are the ones that decide if a country is allowed to be self-sufficient or self-sustaining. You know what I mean? And right now, Jamaica is not allowed to, be able to sustain themselves in a certain case. That's why there's no push for farming, even though you have, certain parish, we're known for certain crops, or like St. Elizabeth, for example, and we know them known as the bread basket in Jamaica. You know what I mean? There really isn't a huge or a large push, for farming take place in another island. You know what I mean? But yeah, just continuing, earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. You know what I mean? All of these things are just the beginning of what is to come. And what is to come, the ultimate judgment, is basically by fire, right? The ultimate judgment, which the whole world are gonna get judged by, is by fire. The nuclear missiles. See? Um, let me go. Let me go. Let me go. Let me hit the point with was it second is just me a second. Let me see if we can. Um, think it's yeah. If my correct, if I'm not wrong, I think that's hmm? Mm. Oh no, I know Sirach. Wait, I know Sirach 7. Uh, all right, yeah, this is it. All right, so this is Second Ezra 7 and verse 2. And he said unto me, Up, Esdras, and hear the words that I am come to tell thee. And I said, Speak on, my God. Then said he unto me, The sea is set in a wide place, that it might be deep and great, but put the case the entrance there. The entrance were narrow and like a river. Who then could go into the sea to look upon it and to rule it? If he went not through the narrow, how could he come into the broad? There is also another thing: a city is builded and set upon a broad field and is full of all good things. And I mean, that city is representing the kingdom, right? The kingdom that Israel shall inherit at the end of all this. The entrance thereof is narrow, and is set in a dangerous place to fall, like as if there were a fire on the right hand, and on the left a deep water, right? And that's the point where we want to bring out, right? The fire and the water, right? Those represent the two judgments that the entire earth had to face, right? The deep water is the flood, will take place, where the Mosaic basically destroyed everybody off of the face of the earth and only left 8 people. I mean, think about that, right? So now the second judgment, or the second death according to the scriptures, will be by fire. Seen all throughout the scriptures, all of the remaining prophecies speak of fire, speak of a fiery destruction, a fiery judgment. You know what I mean? And that's what we are head to. See, so the things that we are seeing right now, these are just the beginning of sorrows. These are just the beginning before the end. Or I should have said the beginning of the end, you know. But yeah, as I said before, these prophecies have to take place, and one of the main prophecies we need to come to pass, as we always sing upon it, right, over and over and over, right, is the MOTB. As a matter, right, the MOTB, right, the mark of the beast. Seen? Now, when that MOTB come to pass, right? As a matter of fact, let me get it first. Let me just go to it first, and then we'll go. Alright, so this is Revelation 13 and verse 16. Just I gotta jump right into the point. Verse 16, it says, And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, You know what I mean? And this mark is basically that RFID technology, that microchip, you know what I mean, which will be placed in your hand or in your forehead, you know, in order for you to be able to function in the society where them are push, where them are built, you know. Um uh right. So the society where them are push for is a cashless digital society, a cashless digital society, you know, where them have full, like 100% control of everything, from the economy to your daily life, your daily living. You know what I mean? These rulers of the world will basically have control over everything, every aspect of your life. You know what I mean? Um, with the programmable money, you know, which a lot of countries have rolled out their CBDC, which basically means central bank digital currency. You know, um, these countries roll out their CBDC, and these CBDCs are basically controllable money, or programmable money, as what they how them would basically call it, you know. And with this money, unlike cash, where a man can basically do any little backdoor dealings, you know, cash in hand, um, uh, you know, that transaction is untraceable, you know, untrackable. Seeing with the CBDCs, every transaction will be recorded. Every transaction will be, as them say, transparent, right? Seeing what them have what is called an open ledger system. Seeing which basically everything, every transaction will take place, is recorded, and anybody can go and pull up that transaction. You see me? We don't know who, you know, like pay attention to certain YouTube videos, you know. We come across a few YouTube videos more while we're them a break down certain crypto schemes or crypto scams, and them, you know, then we go through and them say, yo, this person crypto account moved this amount of money, and you know, just to show a little evidence, say, yo, this scam was basically a rug pull, you know, meaning them lure people uh, um for buy into a certain cryptocurrency, and then basically sell off for them, you know, stock, get up a whole heap of money and run off. Just that's the gist of it, you know. So the reason why, you know, a random YouTuber would be able to pull up somebody's crypto wallet and see their transactions is because of that open ledger system where we are go to. You know what I mean? So there will be no, so once that come into full view or full use, you know, there will be no more backdoor dealings. There will be no more under the table payment. Everybody have to go get registered. Every transaction are gonna get recorded. Seen? So that's how them are gonna have full control of you. Right? Cause you now go can it are gonna come to a point where, you know, they will be able to dictate how you spend your money, how who you spend your money with, you know, the things that you can buy, the things that you have access to with that money. You know what I mean? So so that's why, again, back in the scriptures it says he calls it all to have that mark seen, because in the digital system you're gonna need something to hold all of your information. So with just a quick scan, them can pull up your bank or deduct whatever payments from your account, seen, pull up your health records, pull up whatever information that is needed on you in that moment, seen. And in order for live in a the system, that digital system where them have create, you need that mark, you need that device in your skin. So continuing, um 16, yeah, receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name, right? And you know, as me say, as me I explain, it goes a little further than just mere buying and selling. You know what I mean? Your everyday life will be connected to that device, to that mark. You know what I mean? Them are gonna have control over what you do, where you sleep, where you go, things you have access to, all of that. Seen? Um, right. So in order for survive, them are gonna need to have that device. And them are gonna make it. Them gonna make build the system a way where you, in most cases, you wouldn't even, you're not gonna have a choice but for just take it, unless you are of the elect, you know what I mean, or the most high single you out for say, yo, look, you not take this, you see me, you not go, you are go, the most high get the strength to resist, basically, and that are the next precept we are go to, Revelation 3 and 10. Um, Revelation 3 and 10, it says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation. You know what I mean? So yeah, you um you live by the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You practice patience, you practice your faith, basically, you know, as the scriptures say. All over the New Testament, in most of Paul writings, him speak heavily about faith, faith being what gonna save us in the time to come. You see me? Not whatever, not our works, not our not our kindness. You see me? Not because you feed some homeless people and that go save you. Faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And that faith, the ultimate test of that faith will be with the the MOTB, the mark of the thing, the beast. You see me? Right? Which, as I said, the hour of, which, as me I read, it is the hour of temptation. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go over it again. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Behold, I come quickly. Hold fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. You know what I mean? Yep. Yeah. That hour of temptation, it's going to be unlike anything we ever experience in your life. You know what I mean? You're gonna get brought to, the brink of death. You know what I mean? Where the decision is between taking that thing and sub take it and live, or you don't take it and then put it to death. You know what I mean? But who would you rather whose hand would you rather fall into, the hands of man or the hands of the Most High? You know what I mean? Yeah, and just finish it up with the last precept here. Again, for sure, you say, yo, um, the 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 full scale war, which is the war of Armageddon, where um missiles, like nuclear missiles, start for fire. That are the last judgment, that are the end of all of this. Seeing this is Revelation 14 and 9. No, for sure, what I should say, the point for me that I try to bring out is that um that that full scale nuclear war will take place after the chip and after the digital system is fully in place. You know what I mean? Because this Revelation 14:9, it says, and the third angel followed him, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. Yeah, and that fire, brimstone, it's referring to um, the nuclear missiles, the intercontinental ballistic missiles that will be get out of here, that will be shot at America. You see me? So yeah, hopefully with that, this lesson was edifying more. Give our praises to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem Kodash, double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to the Akim pushing this word in sincerity and in truth. To the sisters, to the brothers, sisters, and children that believe in the name and call upon the name, believe in the doctrine as well. Shalom to you all.